Namaskaram. We have seen how to handle conditions in our last class. Now we are going to discuss the statements used for repeating the same task again and again. These statements are called iteration statements or simply loops. We repeat many tasks in our daily life. From morning to evening, there are so many tasks we need to repeat. Here is the picture of life cycle of a silkworm. It is an iterative process, right? So iteration is nothing but repeating the same task again and again. Or we can say these processes are in a loop. Next we will see the use of looping statements in our program. Suppose you have a question like this. Program to print the numbers from 1 to 5. You can print the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. You can do like this. N equal to 1. Print n. N equal to n plus 1. Again print n. Again n equal to n plus 1. Print n. N equal to n plus 1 again. Print n. Once again the same thing. Execute. Numbers from 1 to 5 printed. Here in this program you can see n equal to n plus 1 print n is repeating. Now it is only from 1 to 5. If it is 1 to 100, is it easy to write this 100 times? No. So for this purpose we are using looping statements. There are two types of looping statements. First one is while loop. Second one is for loop. First we will see how to do this program using while loop. Initial condition is n equal to 1. Then this print n equal to n plus 1 we are going to repeat. Okay. So here the loop starts while, then after while you have to give a condition, a test expression. That is the condition in which these two statements should execute. Okay. So the condition is if the value of n is less than or equal to 5, I have to execute print n and n equal to n plus 1. Because I want to print the numbers from 1 to 5. So if the value of n is less than 5 or if the value of n is 5, I want to execute print n and n equal to n plus 1. Then at the end of this while statement there is a colon just like in if statement. Okay. Then here goes the indentation. Print n and n equal to n plus 1. Inside this while loop. Okay. This we have seen in our if statement also. This indentation. Then we will see how it works. Initial condition of n is 1. Then this while loop will check whether this condition is true or not. Only if this condition is true, it will execute the body of the loop. That is these two statements. Okay. Here the value of n is 1. It is less than or equal to 5. So it will execute print n. That is the value of n is 1. Here I am going to write the output 1. Next statement is n equal to n plus 1. Now the value of n is 2. 1 plus 1, 2. Again it will come to the while statement. That is, it will check the condition and execute the body of the loop. Now the condition is whether 2 is less than or equal to 5. Value of n is 2. 2 less than or equal to 5. It is less than or equal to 5. So execute print n, that is 2. Then again n equal to n plus 1. Now the value of n is 3. Go to the while statement. Now the condition is 3 less than or equal to 5. again true, execute print n, you will get 3, then n equal to n plus 1 again. Now the value of n is 4, come to the while loop, condition 4 less than or equal to 5, it is true again. So print n, you will get 4 here, then n equal to n plus 1, value of n becomes 5, come to the while loop, condition 5 less than or equal to 5, 5 is equal to 5. So this is true, again print n, you will get 5, then n equal to n plus 1, n becomes 6. Come to the while statement, 6 less than or equal to 5. Is it true? No, it returns false. 6 is not less than or equal to 5. So when the condition becomes false, the while loop will stop its execution. Clear? I will show you the output. One, two, three, four, 5. Okay, once again, before this while statement, you have to initialize the loop variable. Here it is n equal to 1. Then the while loop, while, then a condition. If this condition is true, it will execute the body of the loop. When the condition becomes false, it will stop the execution. Clear? We have used else statement in if, isn't it? Here in while also you can use else statement. While, else. This else is optional and it is executed when the test condition evaluates to false. That is, when this condition becomes false, this else part is executed. You can print some message. Print over. Don't worry about this else statement, it is optional. Without this else statement also you can do your programs. Then there are some situations in which this while loop becomes an infinite loop. Means the loop will not end. One such situation is if we are not giving this n equal to n plus 1. That is updation statement. What will happen? N equal to 1, n less than or equal to 5. It will print 1. No updation for n. Again while loop, it will check 1 less than or equal to 5 itself. Print n. When it ends, it will not end. This type of loop is called infinite loop. I will execute this for you. It will not stop printing. Okay. You have to kill your program execution. So, the updation statement is a must for this while loop. N equal to n plus 1. Another condition for infinite loop is while true. Always the condition is true. When we give a condition, it will return true or false, isn't it? And what if we give directly true here? Condition is always true. Then what will be printed? Initially 1, then 2, then 3, 4, 5. When it ends, will not end. See? Okay. And what will happen if this initialization is not there? It will show error. N is not defined. So, this initialization, this condition and this updation are very important in while loop. And also, you have to write the statements under this while loop with proper indentation inside the while loop. Okay, we will do one more program using while loop. Program to print all the odd numbers from 1 to 25. all the odd numbers from 1 to 25. So, initialize n with 1 itself, n equal to 1. Then while n less than or equal to 25, print n. What about this statement? N equal to n plus 1. We need to print only the odd numbers. So after 1 you have to print 3 only. So 1 plus 2 is 3. So here instead of n plus 1 you have to give n plus 2. Okay. Execute 1 to 25. Okay, I think it is somewhat clear to you now. We will discuss more questions using while loop after discussing for loop. So in our next class we will discuss for loop. Thank you.